presentation of the National Football League.
On the banks of the Ohio River, it is Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Tonight, a tough AFC North matchup. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Bengals fans, please welcome your 2025 Cincinnati Bengals.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. And we are underway at Paycor Stadium. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers. His first as the Steelers quarterback.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
2nd and 10. On the carry, this is Kenneth Gainwell. And this is going to be a Steelers first down. He has this one past the 35 to about the 37.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Steeler first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up a 14 and a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Automatic first down.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They run with Warren. Down the sideline, inside the 25. What a run, he brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. That's a Steeler first down. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Once again, it's Warren. And the Steelers are going to have it 1st and goal. They'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line.
Well, if this opening drive is any indication of how the rest of this game's going to go, it seems this offense is going to be pretty content keeping the ball on the ground. A lot of success here early. Now it sets up 1st and goal.
Gainwell. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop it for no gain at the full.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. Will set up the screen to Gainwell. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Contact up front.
Defense.
Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still 3rd down.
They've gotten to the 2 on this opening drive, but now it's 3rd and goal. Oh, there's movement up front.
Ball start.
That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. That one on the former first-rounder, Troy Fautanu. So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll try to run for it. And he's in! Aaron Rodgers. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it, and the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead.
Steelers 7, Bengals nothing.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Charlie Jones now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the veterans. Still go. Former Super Bowl MVP, comeback player of the year in 2023. It's Joe Flacco.
And here we have a former Super Bowl MVP. Now, Mike, he might not be what he once was, but you can argue he has transitioned into being one of, if not the most reliable backup quarterback in the entire NFL. Whenever he's been forced into the starting lineup, he gives your team a chance. That's all you could ask for, especially at this point in his career.
He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
So on fourth down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. Calvin Austin deep for the Steelers. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Steelers offense ready to see the football for the second time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Start this on the ground with Warren. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Rodgers. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll try and get there on the ground. He'll be stopped here short of the 1st down marker. Penalty flag is out as well. On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. Charlie Jones, the return man for the Bengals. And no return. How good is that? Backs him up all the way to the 2. The Bengals offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Brought down at his own 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Short one here to Hudson. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
That's a gain of 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak. That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
Here's Ryan Rico now, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
48-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Looking to throw. It's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. Rodgers finding Wilson for a big one. 42 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Play action now with Rodgers. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Pat Freiermuth, touchdown Steelers. Well, the play fake gets its job done, and so too does the tight end. Always a great target down there, as you know, Greg, near the end zone.
And this is where, Mike, so many tight ends do their damage. Down here in the goal line where the threat of run gets so much attention. And oftentimes it just takes the slightest hesitation by a defender. You see a tight end pop wide open, and in this case, results in the touchdown.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers move out on top, 14-0.
Bengals nothing.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They've had it twice and they've punted twice, still seeking that first down of the game as they begin this third drive. On the ground, it's Brown. He'll push forward for about a yard. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Here's Flacco. To the left side. Caught by Chase. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down.
Here's a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
It's going to be third. They need 1. Now Brown. And they finally get him down. Good gain on the ground, but hold everything. Maybe a reason he got so free. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
6 yards.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Steelers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's a handoff to Warren. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Here for Warren. Now flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. Broderick Jones, the former first-round pick, guilty that time. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's out wide to Warren.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. So we are through one here on Thursday Night Primetime. It's the Steelers with the early lead. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. And they are facing a 2nd and long. On 2nd down, Warren. Woo. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. They'll have the 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
And the Steelers 1st down.
Waste of time.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
Geno Stone on the stop. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here is 2nd and 3. Rodgers. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another 1st down.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's Close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Now Warren. Oh, big hole left side. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21.
Man, Mike, I thought he was going to take that one all the way in for a touchdown, but give credit to the defense. Touchdown saving tackle, really good effort. But now they're going to have to buckle down and dig in because they're facing first and goal at the 1. Pretty big swing here in the mindset of the defense. Before the play, you're thinking, man, we're on the 1-yard line. Pretty likely that it ends with a touchdown. But instead, you send them back 5 yards, and your chances of holding them to 3 just go up.
Now from the 7, it's second and goal. They'll run the draw with Warren. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
And he'll take it on in. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Jones now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Way forward for about 3 yards. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Gesicki, the man in motion. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Flacco to throw. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Mike Gesicki was the intended receiver. And third down coming up.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical. Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
On third down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Here's Corliss Waitman now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Bengals offense headed back to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. To throw is Flacco. In trouble, and down he goes. Derek Harmon in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
In what's been a pretty one-sided affair from the opening whistle, it just seems like it continues to get worse. This defense, they know they have them on the edge, and they continue to rush the quarterback the way they are. I'm not sure what this offense can do come the second half.
Throwing, Flacco. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds, but the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Flacco. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Steelers' offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Warren. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Now Rodgers. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. And a Steeler 1st down.
On the handoff, this is Warren. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 48-yard line, here is 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
1st down for Aaron. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. I believe one of the Steelers was in there and brought it in. He did. So it stays with Pittsburgh.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Mike Tomlin wants the officials to get another look at it. So out comes the challenge flag.
Is under review.
At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. Rodgers. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to cover it up. It will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet.
That's complete. Calvin Austin. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up fourth down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers extend the lead to 24-0.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Jones now on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now Flacco. He'll swing this one out to Brown. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long, and as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet, but I can promise you they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
Flacco to throw. To the middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to the air one more time. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. The Bengals offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Carry here for Brown. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
He'll find Chase. That's complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
He'll set up the screen to Brown.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
The Bengals out and ready to punt. They'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Gainwell. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. 16 yards on the game. And a quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, The defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Second down, Rodgers. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That pickup good for 29 yards.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
Now Gainwell. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Steelers will extend their third-quarter lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Jones now on the return. Crazy. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Bengals offense ready to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Flacco. He'll find Gesicki over the middle. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
They're right here with Brown. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. And you're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense. So give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The former All-Pro, Jalen Ramsey, coming off the corner blitz to bring him down.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
He'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
Throwing now on third. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And now you need two hands to count how many sacks they've recorded in this one, Mike. I mean, they have been relentless throughout the game, and they get another big stop here.
The Bengals ready to punt this one away. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They send Fryermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we sit up here all the time and we try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the 1st down chain, he just catches that ball and turns upfield. They extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. And he's got to go out and make that next play because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues.
Drive will start on the ground, and he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Here's Flacco to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver really knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Andre Yosivas was the intended receiver. It's second down. To throw is Flacco. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Like, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Throwing, Flacco. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
This is a great example here, Mike, of just the value and the importance teams place on first and second down. Teams call them early downs, where it's not just live and die by third down anymore. Those days are kind of over. You have to stay ahead of the change. You have to stay efficient on first and second down. If not, you end up in third and a mile, and even after that nice pickup, still brings up fourth down.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Steelers' offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Offense.
On the ground, this is Warren. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Third, they need 8. From the gun, Rodgers. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was third down. Steelers getting ready to punt this one away. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Flacco. Has caught Gesicki on the right.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Yosibov. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
He'll swing this one out to Brown. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Whoa! And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Thursday Night Primetime continues after this. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now Flacco. This one complete to Higgins. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Steelers' 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Tight end, the motion man to the right. Now a give on the ground with good blocking leading the way. He's got the first down inside the 25.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
This one not quite on target. Not too much. That one falls incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Flacco to throw. He's got it at the 7, and he's going to have a Bengals first down on a big play there. A gain of 14 on 4th and 10.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
They'll look to throw again. And they'll get into the end zone for the first time tonight. Andre Yoseva. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals are able to edge a bit closer.
27, Bengals 7.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd and 11. A run with Gainwell. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
The ball carrier taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Rodgers to throw. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. The Bengals offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Things not looking good, but see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. On the ground, it's Brown. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
They'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield, so it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate, but also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up fourth down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Steelers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll run here with Gainwell. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
The ball carrier. He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, Gainwell. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Looking to throw. It's Rodgers. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Bengals offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yards.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Back to throw. That's complete. It's Yosibov. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch-and-catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Quickly into the hands of Chase. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
To the right side here, pass is caught, and they'll take this down inside the 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here tonight.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Here's Flacco. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Alex Highsmith getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's third down.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
Third and a long way to go. Now they'll set up to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. He's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. And it'll bring up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Gonna give the ball over on down. Steelers offense ready for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Oren Burks on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be taken down after a big 2nd down pickup. But we do have a penalty marker on the field. Back to the ground after the penalty. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Third down, 3 to go. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Defense. Automatic first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Yards to go.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up, and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's taken in, and they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first, so it'll bring up 4th down. And now the punting unit will come up. And we will not have a return on this one. Ball's going to hit and continue out of bounds. The Bengals offense ready to take over possession of the football. To throw is Flacco. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down, they need 3. They bring Chase in motion. Throwing, Flacco. And this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's no secret, this offense has severely struggled to sustain drives this entire game, and the scoreboard, for the most part, Mike, it reflects that. I mean, that interception should, in essence, put an end to any lingering hope of a last-minute comeback.
The Steelers' offense back onto the field for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run this over the center with Johnson. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
As they try to run it here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
automatic first down.
1st and 10. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. Good night from Cincinnati.